result for the accumulation of the adipose tissue, increase in the muscle mass or fluid retention. Ya, physiological body weight is influenced by the balance between calorie intake dan the energy expenditure. Ya, tadi yang sudah menjelaskan patofisiologinya lengkap. And then nervous, hormonal, and metabolic system. Ya, what is the cause of the progressive weight gain? Ya, okay, weight gain is gradual but persistent increase in body mass. It's chronic energy imbalance, sustained metabolic and hormonal circulation. It can be fisik ya, yang fisiologi apa aja, growth, development, pregnancy, in the menopause it caused by the estrogen decline, hormonal changes ya, and then weight gain, and then aging, in the sarcopenia, and then also the and then for the pathological factor is hypothyroidism ya, increased fluid retention and the supplementary fat, Cushing syndrome, PCOS, hypogonad, ya, insulinoma, ya, okay, and then congestive heart failure, overload cairan kan, chronic kidney disease juga, asitas, misalnya ada cirrhosis hepatis, and then hypothalamic tumor atau apa yang tadi sama ya, and also the physical behavior, depression kan, meningkatkan kortisol kan, juga lama-lama pasiennya juga berat badannya naik, and then steroid of course ya. Obat-obat anti cemas you should aware ya, yang kamu tahu yang lagi viral itu loh, apa sih yang marah-marah itu loh, yang dulunya jadi kurus jadi gemuk gitu loh, apa koas marah-marah itu dari Medan tuh, itu pasti minum amitriptyline, pasti ada sesuatu yang ada dokter. Jadi ya, dia bukan viral. Maybe it's okay, and then the pathological factors, yeah. Okay, and then it's lifestyle and environment factors, chronic calories, sedentary lifestyle, sleep deprivation, stress, irregular eating patterns, yeah. Okay, the pathophysiology in general of the weight gain is happen when the calories index is higher than the energy use. It's called positive energy balance. Yeah, it's caused by the mix, it's diet, hormone, genetics, and the physiological factor. Main cause, yes, stress, hormonal. And then how does it happen? Excess energy, stored as fat in the adipose tissue, hormone imbalance like leptin, insulin, cortisol. It can increase appetite and fat storage. Yeah, okay. Fat tissue release inflammatory, ya. Jadi karena lemak jadi adipose itu mengeluarkan inflammatory, mengeluarkan produk inflamasi, alpha interleukin 6, can cause insulin resistant. Dan mikrobiota juga pengaruh dysbiosis, ya. Okay, and then I think this is important. What is when you can say the weight gain is abnormal, and when it's pathological, yeah. The rate of the gain is gradual and slow, less than 2 or 3 kilograms within 6 months or less, equals to 5% of the baseline weight. Yeah, and then the underlying disease nggak ada. Jadi ya, extreme normal physiological jadi cuma mungkin it can be caused by the decrease the physical activity, pregnancies, aging, resistency training, or hormonal fluctuation. Ya, the fat distribution proportional ya, and then for the pathological is rapid, more than 5% baseline weight within 3 or 6 months. And then underlying cause can be PCOS, Cushing, heart failure, cirrhosis, medication use of the steroid and antipsychotics. Okay, the fat distribution often central, abdominal, and can be face surrounding, moon face, or overall hum. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then okay. This is the differential diagnosis. I choose Cushing syndrome. So in this case, Cushing disease, maybe I can give Cushing syndrome. Kan sudah ada kasus, boleh kan? But we don't know, kan it's random ya. Okay. malaria fals, keluar malaria fals. Semuanya sudah overthinking mikirnya. Waduh, nggak usah perhatikan minumnya. Nggak mungkin keluar malaria. Kemarin
ya dia tuh supaya nyimak plus bantu.
Ya, oke. First, ya, what it Cushing syndrome is all the things, ya. All the things is hypercortisolemia. We can say Cushing syndrome, ya. It can be exogen or endogen. Exogen like steroid, ya. Okay. And then, yeah, the weight gain, the main measure of weight gain is cortisol express the excess, increased appetite, and the visceral fat. Okay, ya, visceral fat, gluconeogenesis, water retention, yang tadi ya. Tadi waktu fisiologinya kan sudah dijelaskan semua. Kenapa kok hirsutisme, kenapa kok masa ototnya hilang, kenapa kok edema, kenapa kok tensinya turun. Dia kan sekarang bisa jelasin lumayan ya, soal-soalnya di adrenal juga bisa jelasin. Ini produksi androgen dan ini produksi testosteron. Oke, and then the pattern of the fat, ya, it's central, abdomen, neck, and the intestine, ya, the intestine. Okay, the intestine, and the rate of the weight is rapid, weeks until months. Okay, but in the hypothyroidism, ya, the mechanism is caused by the reduced basal metabolism rate and fluid retention due to of the low thyroid hormones, ya. Metabolismnya menurun, thermogenesisnya turun, dan istilahnya ya. And then the pattern of the fat is generalized with the facial puffness and lip edema. Okay, and then the rate is slow to moderate. Okay, and then for the obesity ini lebih cenderung proporsional. Ya memang kadang-kadang di sentral di perut, tapi lebih cenderung proporsional tangan, wajah, kaki itu lebih proporsional. And it's gradual and it's caused by the lifestyle dependent. Ya. And then for the PCOS, it can be central or visceral with the hirsutism. Yeah, okay. It's gradual, often since adolescence. Okay. Next, other key clinical sign. Ya, tadi sudah menjelaskan kenapa kok sering, kenapa harus dijelasin semua. And then in the jangan lupa non-pimping ya pada hypothermia, jadi bengkaknya non-pimping, kakinya gini, non-pimping, pimping non-pimping. Ya ditekan balik nggak? Nah, oke.
Sebenarnya yang lever juga ada edemanya loh.
Iya, betul. Kalau frame ya, oke. And then edema usually absent ya in the Cushing syndrome. Ya, oke. And then we can take this supaya clear ya. Oke, the criteria diagnosis ya, we can see. Okay, it's already the same ya. Udah, any question maybe? Ya, just focus for me is the weight gain. Bedanya apa setiap 4 diferensial diagnosis ini? Kayaknya berapa cepat, bengkaknya di mana? Bengkaknya di mana? Sentral atau di general central? Ya. Every pathophysiology you should understand ya, semuanya ya. Oke, pathophysiologinya harus bisa menjelaskan kenapa bisa memicu kenaikan berat badan. Oke. Apa lagi? Sudah selesai semua ya. And then harus jelas tata laksana. Oke. For of course for the Cushing syndrome, yeah. If Cushing disease, yeah, of course surgery. But if you don't want to surgery, you can give the drugs as ketoconazole, steroid genesis, menghambat steroid genesis, ketoconazole. Yeah. Okay. And then for the hypothyroid, you can give levothyroxine. Yeah, levothyroxine. For the obesity, you can give GLP-1, physical activity, restart, performing. Itu aja.
Oh iya, yang BSP
baik.
Bedanya apa?
Ya, jadi pertama di dexamethasone stress test ya dosis sudah dulu untuk membedakan kalau harusnya kan gimana? Kalau kita kasih atasnya akan gambar harusnya hormonnya kortisolnya gimana?
Kalau kehambat ya lama-lama tuh makanya minum obat kan itu.
Ya. Nah, kita dexamethasone yang stress test yang dosis tinggi untuk membedakan apakah ada ACTH tersembunyi yang meningkat, terutama pada orang dengan tumor di otak. Ya, jadi sudah kita hambat kalau ACTH-nya masih tinggi, ternyata ada tumor di tubuh fisik yang memproduksi ACTH. Dan dia
dari situ bisa langsung tahu lokasinya.
ya hampir lah ya, tetap MRI. Ya, begitu. Terus dia kita lihat supresi lebih dari 50% atau kurang dari 50%, atau supresi 50% berarti nggak berarti ke arah ke tumor. Kalau dari tumor ektopik, tumor lain itu kita bisa memproduksi hormon yang mirip tumor ektopik.
Okay, then I will share you this one. Okay?